Kim here, and you are tuned into Kim E, the Diabetes MP, a place where nurse practitioners can come and learn more about diabetes education and management. Now, today we are going to start a 5-part series. The holidays are upon us, and I believe that it's very important that we key in on the holidays and the diabetic. So I came up with an acronym to help us remember how we can help our patients to map out a great holiday season for them. The acronym is M.A.A.P.S. Now, it's not quite spelled the way that M.A.P.S is spelled, but you get the picture, okay? So M.A.A.P.S is M.A.A.P.S, and it stands for moderation, adherence, activity, preparation, and sweets. And that spells out M.A.A.P.S. So today we're going to get into the M, moderation. And so if you're interested in learning how you can help your patient map out a great holiday season in spite of their diagnosis of diabetes, stay tuned. We're going to get into it. So like I said, the holidays are upon us, and it only makes sense that we help our patients navigate through this time, okay? Now, I felt like this was very important because when it comes to the end of the year, and being that our end of the year in America comes with holidays, people kind of check out, okay? And there can be a lot of loose ends that can be dangling in the wind. And so it's very important that as we see our patients, we're helping them to think broader about the holidays and help them to plan and think through it. So I really felt like it was very important for us to talk about this. Now, as we go through this acronym, realize that I don't have it in a specific order. I just wanted to put it together and kind of package it in a way that we can all remember it. And really, this is not all inclusive, okay? So you may think of some things as I'm talking of some things that you feel like you should address with your patients. Really, this acronym is just to get the wheels turning and some things that I like to discuss with my patients when we have the holidays, okay? So I'm not presenting this in any type of order, no order of importance. I just thought of these. I just thought of these 5 things, and I wanted to put it together so it can have a little acronym so we could all remember it. Now, before we get into moderation, I do want to mention my new Diabetes Med course, the Diabetes Med Bootcamp. Now, this course is a boot camp, so you're going to get a lot of information in a small amount of time. So it's a little bit over 3 hours, and it's going to present to you the need to know info when it comes to anti-diabetic medications. Now, the great thing about this course, not only will you get a lot of information, some printables and worksheets to help you be able to organize your own thoughts when it comes to diabetes medications, but this course also comes with continuing education. Yes, it is accredited through A.A.P., the American Association of Nurse Practitioners. I'm really excited about this course. I am really proud of this course. And if you are interested, want to know a little bit more, I'm going to leave a link in the description box so you can go and you can learn more. Okay, so let's get into it. Moderation. Moderation is key. This is something that we have to press upon our patients. And I am not of the mindset that you have to be so strict with a diet that you can't indulge a little bit, for lack of better words. Now, earlier in the year, I put out a string of videos over food guidelines, food recall, and just food when it comes to the diabetic. And I really strongly suggest that you go back and watch those videos, because I did put out some like printables, free printables that are included in my MP Diabetes Starter Pack. But one of the things that I highlighted is that when it comes to food, that there is no perfect diet, Okay, there's no perfect way of eating. Really, in all honesty, it's just taking away bad habits, and part of that is moderation. Okay, a lot of people overindulge. A lot of people have a bad relationship with food, and so that is why moderation, impressing that upon your patients, is so key. Letting them know that yes, you may have some of your favorite comfort foods at Thanksgiving or Christmas, but you don't have to eat the portion size that you normally would eat. Maybe instead of having 2 or 3 slices of pie, maybe have just a small sliver. Instead of trying a little bit of all the desserts, maybe just try one. And when you put that to a patient in a very practical way, most people understand that and they can see themselves being able to do that. That's more of a doable task for them. Now, something else that you do want to keep in mind is that 2020 has been a challenging year for all of us, okay? Now, you may have seen in your patients, because I definitely have seen in my patients, I have noticed that people have gained more weight, people's A1Cs are higher, and quite frankly, it's because we're spending more time in the house. People are emotional eating. People are bored and they're eating. People are anxious. They're depressed, and so there's been a lot of uncertainties in this year. So knowing that information and taking that into consideration, you're going to have to know that, accept it, and move on. So as a provider, we have our role with that, but then also helping our patients to understand as well. And I'll be honest with you, in my opinion, because of what we have all endured this year with the pandemic and all the things that have gone on, from the social injustices to the election year, all these things that normally as a culture, as a people, American people, we don't have to deal with all of this. One of the things that I feel is necessary is not take every little piece of joy away from my patients. So if you want a piece of pumpkin pie, you can have a little piece of pumpkin pie, okay? Just don't overdo it, okay? Just don't overindulge. And I am that type of provider that I still want my patients to maintain as much of a quality of life as they possibly can. And if bringing a little bit of joy to you comes through a slice of pumpkin pie, okay, you can have a slice of pie, okay? But again, pressing upon them that we don't want to overdo it, okay? Having that slice and knowing your limits, and that's it. So with that being said, education over portion control is very vital. I think I have kind of touched on this already, but helping your patient to really plan ahead. Okay, I know for my family, we have a whole table set aside for desserts in my family. Okay, you have the main spread and then you have the dessert table. And there's just a spread of beautiful and decadent, desserts. And like I said earlier, instead of having a little bit of everything, maybe just trying your favorite. And even when you try that favorite, don't load the plate up with all of the banana pudding that your heart desires. Just get you a scoop or two and move on. And helping your patients to plan ahead. They know what their family is going to do, and helping them have a game plan as they go into the holidays. Okay, guys, that's all I have for you. Again, this is a 5-part series. Today, we covered moderation, the M of the M.A.A.P.S acronym. Next week, we're going to talk about adherence. If you're not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, go ahead, subscribe, ding that notification bell so you do not miss an upload. If by chance you happen to be on Instagram, I am heavily on Instagram. I love Instagram. It's my social media platform of choice. You can find me there at the Diabetes M.P. Again, I am going to link those videos, those food guidelines and food recall videos in the description box, as well as a link to my new course, the Diabetes Med Bootcamp, my bad. And so you can find everything. Go down down there, peruse, and just find whatever your heart desires. Again, you have been sitting here with Kim E, the Diabetes MP, and I'll catch you later. Bye.